Cancer, welcome to your intimate tarot reading or sexual tarot reading. My regulars, you know what's up, you know what to expect from this reading type. So I'll tell you, I'll go ahead and decided to forego the long introduction, not doing that anymore. So if you're brand new to the channel, brand new to intimate tarot, or it's been a long time since you've been acquainted with it, everything you need to know about intimate tarot, why I read it, the purpose it serves, the do's, the don'ts, what to expect, how it benefits people, so on and so forth, description box. When in doubt, description box. Questions? Description box. Yes. Let's get cracking. What's going on, please? I will say, if you read it and you're like, I still don't understand, I'm confused, or I'm morally conflicted, it's not your reading type. No offense taken. Don't watch. There's plenty of other messages, guys. Check out the back catalog. Yeah? There's so much to watch. Don't worry about it. It's all right. What's going on? I just don't want people to watch anything that makes them uncomfortable. You won't take anything from it. You know, that's it, really. What's going on, please? Show me that Cancerian, intimate, and sexual energies. Show me that Cancerian, sexual and intimate energies. What's going on? Show me that. What's going on, please, for those Cancerian, intimate, and sexual energies, please? What's going on, please, for Cancer? Show me Cancer, show me Cancer, show me Cancer. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. These are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may or may not resonate, right? Frustrating, but normal. Check your other placements. You'll find yourself in there somewhere. Okay, let's get cracking. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Your sexual energy and then also your real world energy. There's an undercurrent in there. Most of it's real world flow. It's like, I'm thinking about it. That's it. That's all I got. Page of Pentacles. Little guide, little investment. Knight of Pentacles. I'm thinking about investing my sexual energy. We'll see. Wow. I don't know why that surprises me. I don't know why it's tickling my funny bone, but it is. Let's keep going. Hold on. 8 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's time for a new investment, Cancer. Can I interest you in a new investment today? What is that? Yours, okay. It's slow and it's kind of methodical and it's contemplating a new investment. I can see why, because the person you're supposed to be connected to ain't so connected. They're very withholding. Now, it's one thing to see conservation, one sexual energy. Okay. And that's normal for Pentacles if you're being cautious, if you're just starting out, or perhaps you two are going through an absent period in terms of sexual energies. That happens all the time. Thing is, this is a long-standing chronic issue, and this person can't see it. They don't want to see it. That's willful blindness, the 8 of Swords. Now, sometimes it is a literal blind spot, which I think I saw with Scorpios. They had a blind spot. They had no clue what was going on. This person refuses to see their withholding pattern. It's active blocking. 9 of Wands. That's chronic. You are on the receiving end of that, or you have been for some time. So it makes you wonder, what's with all that blockage? Now, C block is real, but it's not, you don't make a whole relationship out of it. Like what? Okay. Next several weeks and or months. Yeah, I think that stands to reason. King of Wands, you have so much more passion in you, and you're not dead. You're nowhere near it. But I do think you're that person who carefully contemplates. I do. I think you take your time. Very much so. Because you want to know absolutely if a direction is correct for you. Hence your heavy opening, but simple in its own way. New investment, but I got to take my time with this, y'all. Kind of like that. But once you know, you know. You're a King of Wands. You're very much a passionate creature in there. And once you've made up your energetic mind, if you will, with your determination, sense of direction, which is all the King, Queen of Wands are about, as well as passion, is that your energy, confidence rising, decision made, ending, death. Yeah. I mean, it stands to reason, guys. Sometimes the baseline just is the whole reading. Honestly, this is 2 + 2 here, which is 4. I'm not laughing. It just, something here is like, dude, seriously, it doesn't give, and I don't think it wants to give. And why do you want to be part of that? If you have beautiful energy to share and somebody don't want to share it, you can't make them. What are you going to do with it? I saw a very elaborate version of that with Pisces. Overly elaborate, is taking way too long, but they also had a strong history, long history with their person, so it just drug things out. So if you have Pisces in your chart, check theirs out. Yours is a little bit more perfunctory. It's a little more to the point, but it's there. I'm going to go ahead and combine these two, Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. If I need to put more out there and clarify further, I will. But these two combined, I think, will suffice because they really just kind of reinforce each other. Some of you might have some very steady earth in your chart. But I know you take new investments seriously, and it's looking like it took you, Knight of Pentacles, a long time to get to this conclusion of contemplating a page. And let's see what's on your mind. Let's see what's on your mind. Show me what's going on. Let's see that Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I know that you have some damn strong spike of passion in you. That's quite natural. You might have some very prominent Leo in your chart, for sure. Because that's real and it's alive and that's a real pulse, and I can pick up on that much more sharply than this. Let's see that. Let's see that Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. In terms of your sexual energy, there's some basic characteristics in here, and such as that you don't like to be rushed. You like to take your time. You really like to enjoy your experience. You can be indulgent in your sexual experiences, right? You don't like to be rushed. The Knights of Pentacles and sexual energy is pretty interesting. Doesn't like to be rushed. Very sensual. He is surprisingly sensual, you might say, with the Knights of Pentacles. Let's see that. What's going on here? Let's see that Knight and Page of Pentacles, please. King of Wands twice. You have some very interesting fire in your chart, particularly Leo, I believe. Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. Man, I tell you what, you must be the bee's knees. As a lover, ooh, man, you're indulgent in all the right ways, aren't you? The Cancer I'm looking at, and I'm not convinced Cancer is your sun, by the way. I'm seeing so much quadrants here that suggests Cancer might be some very interesting placements for you. Particularly maybe your Venus, maybe your moon. But anyway, I digress. Oh God. Yeah. Slow and steady. You're thorough. You're a very thorough lover, aren't you? Yes. You know how to turn on in all the right ways. Yes, you do. You really pride yourself. I got some very specific aspects in here. You very much pride yourself in understanding and dialing in your partner. You're one of those that's like they finish first. Ooh. I haven't seen that in a long time. Yes, look at you. Oh, you are a sensual creature, and you got the passion, the fire to back it up. It's a source of pride for you. I'm saying a lot of masculine energy in here for today. I'm not saying that you are masculine. I'm saying it's a sense of source of pride for you, your sexual energy. You're saying you also, at the height of the Emperor energy, know how to control it. You know how to work with it. You know how to be disciplined in your sexual energy. It's one of the things you take pride on, is your own sense of physical discipline as it comes to your sex. But you also do not deny that you are a sexual being. So that's a beautiful combination of I am in tune with myself, my fire, my own sense of pace, urgency, how it is I fulfill myself, and then also I take pride, P.S., and fulfilling my partner. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. And you're like, yeah, I can do that. You put it in the order. I like it. I do. It's good. It's good. It's also pride based on experience, so I can't fault you for that. I mean, you know, so that's great. That is wonderful, honey. Oh my goodness. And you understand sexual energy and the practice of it to be a healthy thing, a good thing, and it should be a source of empowerment, and you're also saying it should be exclusive. So again, here's that higher level of maturity. I know some things. I know how to take pride in my sexual energy, and that also means controlling it, but also, P.S., the Emperor and Empress tend to be mutually exclusive. They want to give all the best of themselves to someone who can appreciate it via a direct line. That's why they are mutually exclusive. I'm choosing you because the best of what I have to give, I see it in myself and I see it in you. That kind of thing. So it's a big form of respect when the Emperor and Empress choose. But the thing is, you don't know that. You don't know. Most Emperor and Empresses have no idea that they are one. Being aware of your own sense of empowerment means that with it comes a great deal of responsibility. And most people just, when they're empowered like that, they don't walk, I'm empowered, I'm empowered. They live it. They live it, you know? So I don't know if you know that you are all that, but you kind of are, honey. You're all that in a bag of chips, as they say. I like Lay's. No pun intended. Lay's makes good potato chips, though, don't they? No, that's beautiful. I think it speaks volumes. You're highly sensual. You're very much in tune. You know what it is that you expect to give. And you have no problem with that. You're like, you take pride on that. Oh, I don't fail in delivery. I like it. I do. Yeah, I do. I like this. I like yours. I do. It's very nice. Now, this, not so much. Hence why you're looking at a new investment. If you are sexually conservative, that's fine, but don't be an 8 of Swords about it. You know, it's really not about sex drives, even though sex drives often is a form of compatibility or something you work through, even if you're not. The point is, are you richer for the experiences and do you love this person? Okay, so the 8 of Swords here, you can't be withholding with sex and then act like you can't see it. Okay? If you have a lower sex drive, know that about yourself. That doesn't mean you're completely dead inside. That just means you do get in tune with what is there. That's it. That's fine. You know? And as from, from my point of view, honey, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Can you produce the quality? Because quantity don't mean shit. Anybody can count. But quality. Not everybody has the same experience. Usually too many people are focused on quantity to understand quality. Okay? So, it's not the point, Being conservative is not the point, guys. It's not the point. It's like, do you match when it counts? So I'm actually going to take a look at this person individually. I want to see their 8 of Swords, what they're blind to. If they're going to be withholding and chronic, you don't get to not see it, You don't get to do that. I mean, you can. Ignorance is bliss. There's a reason why that saying exists, guys. Ignorance is bliss. Except if you're the person who's trying to interact with you in an authentic way, then ignorance is not bliss. Okay? When somebody's trying to give you the best of themselves and you keep rejecting it or you refuse to see it, then ignorance might be bliss, but you lose in the long term. All right. Everything has a price tag, guys. Everything you pay in some way. For everything you see, do, don't see, don't do, refuse to see, refuse to do, whatever. Don't get me wrong. Never have sex unless you know it's correct for you. 100%. Chariot, King of Swords, the Ace of Wands. They are reflecting on you. There's your Cancerian energy here. King of Swords, Ace of Wands. Why can't they see it? Why can't they see it? Why can't they see it? They act so cold to your movement. Your drive is real and natural towards them, and they can't see it, or they refuse to see it. They minimize it. They're logical. They approach sexuality here with the King of Swords and Ace of Wands. They act like they can't see it. I'm not turned on like that. They take it to a rational place. Your movement towards them, which is real and authentic, I can't see that. It's just passion. That's all it is. No, Chariot's love, babe. It's still water. It's love. In fact, I would say, and many readers would say, it's the swiftest vehicle that indicates the intentions of our love. Direction. People can love people all day, but without direction or flow, there's no proof that that love is going anywhere. Your chariot, it would pull up to where they are. Your heart space, the best of your intentions, would pull up to where they are, and they're like, no, it's just sex. So then you experience intimacy appropriately, don't you? As an extension of what you feel for that person, and it's a bonding element. And they're like, no, it's just sex. It's minimized. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they can minimize. They get a bad rap, which is unfortunate because they have a lot of skills. They have a lot of pros. I promise you that. But when it comes to handling things delicate like intimacy, They can minimize shit real quick. And they're saying, no, it's just passion. Again, with that, it's just passion. I see, this is one of the reasons why I read intimate tarot, guys, I swear to God. When people minimize things like that, it drives me crazy because it assumes I know everything there is to know about it, and you should too. I hate that. It's important to you, and thus it's expressed through your heart. They see it as you just having a hard-on that they don't want to deal with. Right? Did I call it? Mm-hmm. Yes, we use big language around here. We use our big adult language here. Yes. Whereas we were like, she said, what? Honey, this is intimate tarot. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I have to say with the fire signs, I was quite... Well, I was a little confused. I didn't see so much fire with the fire signs, which was interesting. In other words, it was more general love readings because it kept getting pulled out of the intimate space, which was unusual. But, you know, yeah, but no, intimate tarot can often be intimate tarot. Yeah, you can get real. Absolutely. Let's see that Four of Pentacles, please. Show me that Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles. Leo's was interesting, but Sagittarius, theirs was a little more disconnected. Let's see that Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles. I don't appreciate that Ace of Wands at all. They rationalize it and then they act like they can't see. That hurts me. I see the truth of your conviction coming towards them, and they're like, no, I can't see that. That's not the truth. The truth is it's just a hard-on. Then they minimize it. But, I mean... Seven of Swords, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles. They don't want the intimacy. They don't want the intimacy. And people wonder why they do what they do. They don't want the intimacy. I can't make it any, I can't tell you why, other than the fact they just want to avoid it. I don't understand. They're withholding Four of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. There it is again. This person's anti-truth. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. And then they're dismissive on top of that. I hate that. It's just sex. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, no, it's just Cancer's heart on the line as a bonding element towards their person. But yeah, no, it's just sex. It doesn't mean anything. It's not anything special. It's not anything unique. It's just sex. Right? Cancer's got a heart on again, and they're trying to make me deal with it. Yeah, that sounds really loving and supportive. Seven of Swords, God, why is this person so uncomfortable with sex? Or they just don't have the drive anymore, and they don't have the balls to admit it. Like the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, they don't want to connect that way anymore. So you know what, babe? Take them up on their word. It looks like chronic C word anyway. What was I trying to say? Chronic C blocking. That's what that is. The minimization. No, Cancer's heart's not in it. They're just trying to get their rocks off, and here I am. They withhold and then they act ignorant, and then they wonder why they get what they get. This is why I can't stand it when people devalue their sexual energy. You act like this, and then you wonder why shit happens the way it happens. This is the same as true for the heart, the mind, the spiritual energy, all of it. You affect one, you affect the other. This is why I read more than one energy type. Everybody thinks it's all about love. No, there's other things that add to it, that take away, that add, like I said. You know, we got to look at all of them. You're a whole human being. There are many parts to you. This person has parts that they need to sort out between them and them. And it doesn't seem like it should be your business anymore, to be perfectly honest. Let's see that Nine of Wands. It's bridging between you two is a bunch of blockage. So you know what? Take them up on it. They're so uncomfortable with connecting to you emotionally. Because let me make this clear. They're not just rejecting your sex. They're rejecting your emotions right here. And they act like they can't see it. Because if they saw that your heart was in it, then they might have to actually, God forbid, treat you like a person. So it's just easier to minimize it. It's just sex. It doesn't mean anything. That's why I keep blocking it. You don't really love me. They're rejecting your love by rejecting your advances. Is that what you want? No, it's not what you want. Why do you think you're looking at a new investment? From a real and proper, coordinated, cohesive place in you that is 100% on point. I don't blame you. Peace be with you. Have fun on your new adventure. Let's see that Nine of Wands, please. Ugh. Anyway, let's wrap this one up. I'm more interested about your prospects for the future. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so dismissive. It's just, like I said, I saw heavy notes with this, but it was much more exaggerated. Much more exaggerated to the point I was getting sick for Pisces. But if you have Pisces in your chart, check theirs out. Let's see that Nine of Wands. That's chronic blockage, you know? I keep fighting that fight. Stop fighting the fight. You know? You won't be so tired because you're just getting the same results. That's why the Nine of Wands is chronic. You just keep getting the same results doing the same thing. Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. That's what I'm saying. There you are. You're showing me a steadiness of earth surrounding you that says you're so much more in touch with yourself, your body, and your emotional Nine of Cups needs. And I think you really much tried to meet this person, but they don't want their needs met. Not emotionally, it looks like with you, or sexually with you. That's their preference. Honor their preference. If somebody's that anti-you, get out of there. It's one thing when you don't want to, when you're no longer sexually compatible, but they're not even emotionally compatible or trying to be with you. You see this. You're not stupid. You're not stupid, honey. Look. You're not stupid. You tried to remain open to their pleasures. You tried to understand what it is that they wanted, and you keep getting blocked. That way, this bridge point then is no longer a bridge point. This is the conclusion. You already know. And there's that Nine of Cups. There it is. Tell me what your I told you. You take pride on this. Tell me what your wishes are, because they're likely a reflection of my own too. So that means you're in touch with yourself. Your emotional pleasures, sexual pleasures. It's like, I can do that. And now you're so tired of being blocked, but just trying to extend yourself naturally to this person. So take the hint, honey. Exit yourself. Okay. I don't know how long you two have been together. I don't know. I'm not necessarily seeing marriage or anything like that here. I just know that you two have been in this long enough that you should know the results by now. Okay. That's it. You know the results by now. Okay. I see an unwillingness to work or try. All I see is flat out rejection. And the inability and unwillingness to understand. What are you going to do with that? Like I said, if ignorance is bliss, let them have all the bliss that they want. You go do your thing, which is, I'm sorry, your value as a comprehensive person is so much higher. I say it like it is, not what it isn't, honey. All right, let's see that King of Wands. Let's see that King of Wands. If you want to know if this is right for you, honey, all you got to do is look in the mirror and have an honest conversation with yourself. Is this who I am? Is this connection worthy of me? Not about fuck about whether or not they want me. They made that clear. They don't want me. Do I want me? Do I want to save me? Is this the best reflection of me, this connection? The answer is no. King of Wands. Okay. People want me to get to the point faster. I'll get to the point faster, but that usually means being a little harsher. It's just, you have to remember, guys, all the empathy and sympathy, that takes time to understand people. But this is pretty straightforward in the Cancer I'm looking at. You're not stupid. You know what's up. You know this is how it's going to be. You've tried. You say, I've tried to please you. I just want to know. They can't be. If somebody wants to please you, they'll tell you. I want you to please me. This is what I want. Make it happen. But they're like, you're just saying that because you want to get laid. That's their attitude. Oh, God forbid my pleasures be meted out to my own particular wants. And do you have any idea how many people in relationships are complaining? I just want, and the other person won't do it. You're like, I'm trying to give you what you want. You know? Oh, God. I'm trying to remember this. I remember there's this case study, sexual energy kind of thing. Sexual energy, sexual therapy, that kind of thing. Where she did everything she could in a husband-wife dynamic. She did everything she could to please him. So that means he was getting his needs overly met. And she just wanted hers met. She's like, well, if I give him this extra, maybe he'll do the same for me. And all she wanted was oral sex. I was like, honey, if he's not diving down there to please you, after everything you've done, he's incredibly stupid. I promise you, there is a man out there who will not hesitate if you could do a quarter for him what you did for that loser of a husband. I'm just saying. It's like, oh, oh, yes. Oh, yeah. There you go. 5 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Swords. Thank you. Mwah. Good job, Cancer, honey. I'm so proud of you. Good job, baby. I'm so proud of you. You did so good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk to you like that. I'm just so happy when people do the right thing. And they do the obvious thing instead of dragging it out. 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You're so sick of it. You are so sick of it, honey. 6 of Swords. I'm out of here. Yes, you are. God, thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to scream that at Pisces. Get out of there. And then I actually had a reason to in their future because they had a strong new opportunity that they have an idea of what it looked like and the person and everything. And I was like, yes. And you're like, I'm out of here of my own free will. 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. There's nothing but aggravation. I can't carry this anymore. We're constantly fighting. There's nothing but useless sexual tension between us. I am completely dissatisfied. I am unharmonized, and this is unacceptable for me. Maybe this is your jam. Maybe this is your gig, but that's not how I'm trying to live my life. I actually want to be happy, and I actually want to be connected to someone who allows me. Are you listening? Who allows me to make them happy. Because you want to. That's all you wanted to do with this person. And you found out you were trying too hard, right? Like that wife, I gave you the example. She was trying way too hard for something that should have been a very basic exchange, at least a fair one. And what does she want? Oral sex? When she's all but doing everything she can for him? Just so she can get a little consideration back. And then she understood she was the one supplying the power, not him. And once you understand that, when you're the one, when you understand you're the one supplying the power, and they're just on the receiving end of it, or they don't want to be on the receiving end of it at all, that's the day you understand you need to move your power forward elsewhere. Take it back, move it forward, just get away from this. Because you were trying to share your power with someone who wasn't interested. Yeah, no, and that's it. So they have no opt-out, honey. They have no opt-out clause. They have no excuse. There is no excuse. They're going to put up a stink. I don't know why. They don't really want you. Probably pride. That's an argument in pride, most likely. How can you leave that just because of sex? See, that's the advantage. That's the advantage, isn't it, of ignorance? They already had a minimization over here. It's just sex. That's it. It doesn't mean anything. You just want to get your rocks off. That's why you're being nice to me. No, your love's in there. And they're rejecting it. So what do? You minimize it. And they think, you're leaving me because of sex. No, I'm leaving you because you're you. And you don't want me. And you're too scared to admit it. So you're going to sit here and fight with me and put up a pretense that you're trying to save this. You're not. The King, Queen of Wands are all about positive fire. You're constantly being met with negative fire. One must win. 6 of Swords. Guess who wins? Okay. Okay, honey. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. You know? 2 of Wands. Show me that 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 2 of Wands, please. You know, the thing is, what I was giving you that sexual example earlier is like, all you should have to do is ask. That's it. You shouldn't have to overcompensate for what you're not getting from someone else for them to even consider you worthy of that attention. Now, if you're not into oral sex, fine. That's fine. But find another way to please the desire if your partner means anything to you. See what I'm saying? If it's a healthy dynamic, it doesn't feel like power is being given or taken. It's just fairly exchanged. But if it always feels like I'm putting something forward and it's constantly being rejected, then these are power on both sides. One's being used appropriately, but it seems in vain. The other one's constantly being rejected, and that's a form of power too. So again, why the hell do you want to feel like you're part of that construct? It's not healthy. It's not good. It feeds no one. It's anti everything beautiful and good that should be between two people. Okay. All right. Let's see that 2 of Wands. Let's see that 2 of Wands. You take your sex to a bad place, you get bad results. You take it to a good place with good intentions, you'll eventually get good results, just not with that other person. Because that means you did what was right for you. Yes. Oh, Seven of Swords. Yeah. I can tell they don't like to think about it. I know. I wouldn't either if I were them. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Oh, yes. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So the new journey begins for you. Heavy contemplation. I see the communication with someone whom you're comfortable with, or you'll build that comfort sooner rather than later. I apologize. I'm lisping hard right now. It just happens. All right. Two of Wands to Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. After this is exited, God knows how long it's going to take. They're putting up quite the fight. I must emphasize this. There's the communication. You made a decision. You made a new investment, one that feels right to you, whatever that means to you. But Queen of Pentacles, you're saying it has notes of familiarity for which you seem to think could be the beginnings of a new match. It starts out as conversation and the investment of conversation. You made that decision, and it's looking like you're getting a response. And there is a sense of familiarity there with the Queen of Pentacles. It feels right. It feels right to be talking to this person, whomever it is. Okay, but it's not too much but it is intended communication. It feels comfortable. There's some flirtation in there, Two of Wands, absolutely. It's nothing too crazy, though. Page of Pentacles, little guy, it starts out as an inquiry. It's a little creative. Okay. Let's see death then. Show me death, show me death, show me death, show me death. When people introduce new elements, it's really obvious because the exit's heavy. So, and then people start dropping pages and nights. I'm like, okay, here we go. And life goes on. Yes, life goes on. Yes, it does. And now, let's see this death. Let's see this death. Show me this death, please. Show me death, show me death, show me death. Show me death, please. The Chariot, the Stars, the Hanged Man. Oh, yeah. The core elements about you have not changed. Your Chariot is still intact, but now you have a much stronger sense of the star. You're saying it's not over, it's been transformed. You are completely moving in a different direction. You've shifted drastically, but in a way that's good for you. So you said you have not, I like this. Again, it kind of shows me your commanding sense of self and how you perceive life and new opportunities, and what does that mean? So you have not lost touch with your Chariot. You're saying, my Chariot, thank you, still has somewhere to go. I have the emotional conviction to move forward into a star is very high for you. So you have not lost touch with any of these elements. In the Hanged Man, you're gaining new perspective as you transform, as we speak, about what appropriate forward momentum is and about what an actual star is. So you're saying you've always had those elements in you. Forward momentum, forward motion, that you've always had a drive of the star in you, something that you can highly desire and latch onto, be it sexual or otherwise. It's a long-term vision with the heart behind it. You're saying your idea of what constitutes a driving force and a driving vision has completely changed. So it's not that it's over, it's just being transformed. And it's looking like that sense of transformation is happening under the communication that you're experiencing with someone else, as you completely haven't given up on the energy, but you've refocused it. So you are moving in another direction, and this is done with insight. So again, you have to remember to distinguish between death card as it's over versus transformation. You're showing me heavy transformation principles. You're saying there was nothing wrong with the goal, the motive, the desire, the drive, but now where it's going to and why has completely changed. So you're doing essentially a 180, and that's good. You are headed off into a new direction altogether with some very core elements intact, but shifted in terms of perspective, how you view relationship momentum. And the star is so very changed compared to where it used to be. You're saying, I understand what movement is now. I understand what love acceptance is. I understand what desirability is. It's so different from where it used to be. Good. Good. That means you're experiencing something completely different, and it actually feels correct. Good. Excellent. Okay. I don't know when that happens. It's after this exit. It won't be a pretty exit. FYI. They're going to put up a stink, like last-ditch effort. It's all anger. It's all frustration. You know what that is? It's like, how dare you pull the rug out from under me even though I've been standing on the problem the whole time? That's where that anger comes from. And the how dare you? Honey, you do. But again, ignorance is bliss. You know, that's going to be their call card towards the very end there. It's just all about sex, isn't it? I wish it was. Then it'd be easier. Boundaries. Boundaries works both ways, guys. It's not just standing up to this person's constant sense of rejection. It's enforcing your own boundaries. I expect a relationship to look and feel like this, and you shoot it down. So are we even in a relationship then? That's a boundary. Get it? Boundaries works both ways. It's not just about how much they reject you and how much you can put up with it. It's about, are you advocating for yourself? You have a right to boundaries too in this relationship. And just because you're the generous one and you want to be their wish fulfillment, you need to put up a boundary for yourself and say, I need to recognize this situation for what it is. They don't want it. And thus it's a boundary. Stop giving your power to this person because that's how they see it, as a form to reject you. Take your power back. Open yourself to others. Right here. Okay? Who that other is, I don't know. Make the effort. This one is worth taking the risk for. Something here about opening up towards this. I did see it, and it looks light. 2 of Wands for the 2 of Wands. The conversation, somebody invests in the communication. I see you two start talking. It's a little light, flirtatious at first, but it starts to become comfortable very quickly. So we're going to make the effort with this particular person. We feel like it's worth it, but I have to say, the way everything for you has shifted, I just know it's the good call. It's a good call. You have an idea that you actually have somewhere to go based on an idea of what a star is. You've gained perspective on these things. So that's interesting. This one, you say, it might be worth the risk. It one might be worth the risk opening up towards after you exit this. It's interesting. Okay, let's do some check-ins. Unconditional love. Yeah, I know. I accept you the way you are. I know. I think you tried to show this person unconditional love. They didn't want to show it back. But, yeah, we want no drama and no defenses. So them constantly being defensive about this connection that they clearly don't want emotional or sexual energy. It's both. Even though they act like it's sex, it's the emotion too, guys. I hope you picked up on that. It causes drama. Upheaval, discord, drama. It creates drama when if you just loved somebody naturally, easily, organically, you wouldn't have emotional drama. You wouldn't have sexual drama. You would just have high levels of compatibility and peace and calm and a natural exchange because 2 people want to, not because one person's constantly fending off the other person. So yeah, we don't want the defenses that the drama causes. Or I'm sorry, we don't want, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Sorry. It's at the end of the day, and I'm tired. I think you got it, though, guys. It's really straightforward. You want the smoothness of a connection. Someone who actually wants to take you up on everything you have to give and offer. Okay? Okay. We have the letter C. We have the medallion of Sag. Could be connecting to Sag. You might have some very prominent Sag in your chart. And then we have the Eiffel Tower. Oh, that's great. I haven't seen this guy in a long time. I used to get all the time. So the Eiffel Tower is the heights of romanticism, but it's the best part of it is that it's built in reality. 3D energy built this. Real pentacle work built this. So you can have it all. All the love. All the unconditional love. You can have the romance. You can have the sex. And it can also be based in reality. So I hope that just 3. Aw, just 3 pieces. Like little pieces to a puzzle that was. That's cute. All right, you guys, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.